Hi there, welcome along to Celtic TV at the beginning of a brand new week for us. Jim Craig is going to join me later for the Daily Huddle as we take a closer look back at Saturday's game against Falkirk. And this is how the rest of the evening shapes up for you tonight.
Celtic unchanged from last week, which means Shunsuke Nakamura passed the late fitness test, having had bother with a groin strain previously. And Bobo Baldi also plays despite trans-European negotiations with Marseille all this week. Interestingly though, Adam Bergu finds a first place on the Celtic bench. Well, Falkirk brought in 7 new faces in the summer to prepare them for the Premier League, but it's the veterans that the side have been really making the early impact, like 37-year-old Russell Latterby and 34-year-old John O'Neill, both still accomplished midfield players. And there's Bobo Baldi. Well, spent a lot of time near the Mediterranean this week. He is getting some applause at the moment, but when his name was announced in the PA system, there was an air of dissent among some of the supporters, because at Parkhead they regard loyalty to the colours as paramount. Russell Latterby, yes, veteran, heading towards 40, of course, but the legs are still young, despite a lifestyle that caused some controversy in the past. It hasn't interrupted him. He scored last week against Libby. No interpreter yet again for Nakamura in the huddle. As I've said, it's not just about words there, it's about intention, attitude and spirit as they commune together. Referee today, Alan Freeland. Well, you know, taking a head count in the press room before the game, you would swear there were more Japanese media than Scottish. Really has caused an enormous interest, and all of his games will be beamed back to Japan. Welcome back to the Premier Division and to Celtic Park for Falkirk. It's great to see them back. They have a great tradition, the Bairns. They're in a new ground, of course, and Celtic never found it easy in the old Brockville. I've seen some marvellous tussles between these two clubs, so historically it's good to see them back to the place where I think they rightly belong, with a very, very good support, by the way. John Hartson, before the game started, by the way, I noticed Hartson indicating to the physio something with his calf, and he was getting some special stretching. I don't think it was anything serious, maybe a little niggle, because he then thundered in some shots in the warm-up, and he's been right on form. He broke the deadlock last week when I thought Celtic were just a little bit nervy. There's the rush forward there. They're going to be under the course right away. Here's Thompson. Beautiful ball played to the outside. That's a pro ball. Inside by the Polish player, Maciej Zurowski. I'm surprised they haven't given Maloney a start today. He's come out, and that's a very good run. I think he played it over, though. Went a pace too far. Yeah, as I was saying, Sean Maloney has been marvellous this season. Look at this run here. Just accidentally pokes it with the wrong foot. Harrison, their referee, thinks that was okay. I was listening to John Hughes, Yogi, former Celtic player, of course, as Latipi picks this up. Former Rangers player, hence a little bit of booing he got there. I was listening to John Hughes on radio before I got to Parkhead, and he was pointing out that he wants to shut up the shop. And I think, to be absolutely honest, up front, if you can keep Celtic quiet for 20 minutes, get a little bit of irritation and impatience around the stands, you might stand a chance. Well, we've heard that before. That's a decent ball played in there. Telfer did very well to get back, and that was no push. Freeland looked across to his linesman, Zorowski. Nakamura, just a little bit too strong that time. He had a blistering opening last week, of course, when he almost scored in the first 90 seconds. Given the fact that he had a late fitness test, it may well be that he'll just be a little bit cautious in how he enters this game. Lennon. At the back, McPherson, swept away by John O'Neill. Fine player, O'Neill, always admired his style. Neat, dapper, technically very sound, and that is offside. As John O'Neill had his dispute with Hibbs, of course, a long-standing one, and pity for both parties in that respect. He was a fine player for Hibbs. Flag is up again. By Lima, who's playing very deep. Portuguese player, under 18 cap. Swept away by Rodriguez. At the back there, number 25, he's called Tiago. They give him that individual name, Tiago. I'll follow suit. Kamara. Hooked away eventually by Andy Laurie. And out of play again. Latipi just getting in there. Hartson having to come back, forage for it. Well, I think any team that's been newly promoted and wants to come to Celtic Park is a traumatic experience for them, or it really can be. Here's O'Neill, that's the kind of play you always associate with John O'Neill. Very, very good on the ground like that. And it's swept away. Good move all the same. That was played right across there. Stephen Thompson, you'll see, coming in. There's O'Neill burrowing his way into that defence. Good balance, good control. And as that ball is played there, it's Thompson who finished it. Hartson. Look at the power of the man again. He's quite simply very difficult to dispossess. If you've got that bulk, and it's a muscular bulk, I may say, then you use it, which he always does to effect. Well, Gordon Strachan still in a pocky mood with the media, expressing himself in unambiguous terms. Ball out of play. There's Latapi, picked that up well. Latapi again trying to come in now. Kamara's got a bit of pace, Kamara. Laurie goes with them, and there's nobody on that side. I think it was the right kind of ball to play, all the same. The delivery of an early ball like that is to advantage. It was a tight situation for him, but he did get it in. Baldi doing very well with that. Here's Latapi. Swept away there as Danny McBreen tried to pick it up. Now Laurie. There's McBreen. And it looks to me as if Darryl Duffy has hurt himself. He certainly was holding his back. Just to the left of the picture there, you saw him limping back into the action. Thompson, Zorowski. A little bit too soon with that ball, I thought. Picked up by Lennon very quickly. Yes, he read the danger very well. He was in the Falkirk half and had to backtrack. Principal quality of Lennon is his reading of the game. Nakamura. Kamara. Here's Telfer. Little interchange in midfield, not making much progress, but Kamara takes up good position again. Will it be better than the last ball? Well, there's nobody challenging for that. A little bit too near goal. He's certainly seen plenty of the action. Well, Latapi at least has the experience and confidence to hold on to a ball. That was a basic mistake, picked up by Duffy. Just back there by McBreen. Now O'Neill. Thinking his way through the game. Now Lima, Portuguese player. Oh, disappointing ending there, and for the first time in the game with about 10 minutes gone, Falkirk put together some consecutive passes and looked to be building up the confidence. Thiago just got down to that. Zorowski! Great effort, and I'm sure we'll see more of that from this Polish international. No hesitation. He needed something to get his confidence and win the trust of the support, and he almost made it. Thompson again. Baldi trying to go up for it. Baldi trying to go in there, and Petrov. A lot of Celtics play coming down this left-hand side. Zorowski again. Kamara. Lennon. Fed out beautifully by Nakamura. Telfer picks up, read it well. Made the right kind of advance to that. Played well to Thompson and nicked away for a corner kick. One of Celtic's better moves so far. Good understanding using the full width of the pitch. There's a little touchdown there, and he almost got it through. Well, he did in fact get it through, but Thompson couldn't get the final control. Swings away now, Telfer, will he let fly? He does! Brilliantly saved! Matt Glennon, 27-year-old goalkeeper who's been with no fewer than 5 English clubs before he reached Falkirk, showing that he has the professional touch. So, 2 great efforts by Celtic. Latapi, there's Baldi, doesn't get through to it, and he's been caught out of position. Thompson. Hartson puts it down, and once again Celtic now beginning to pour attackers into that area just in front of the box. The 3rd in a row in which Celtic have built up something for them very constructively, and this time Petrov couldn't really get hold of it. Here's O'Neill. Overdoing it, Nakamura is fouled. Yes, I think John O'Neill should have passed that ball well in advance. Alan Freeland, you better watch out, because Alan Freeland has a penchant for the yellow card. Offside given. Beautiful afternoon for football. Shirt-sleeved crowd again. Sun's just gone away for the moment, but the pitch is in perfect condition. There we are. Looking just a trifle solemn at the moment, but they've been excited by these 3 great efforts that Celtic have had already. John Hughes, Yogi, he loved playing for Celtic, and the supporters loved him for his wholehearted attitude to the game of football as a defender. And he wants something like that from his team this afternoon. There's a run forward, and it's well read. Artur Boric coming out very quickly. Well, Falkirk have survived a 5-minute storm by Celtic. It'll do no harm to the confidence. Certainly doing nothing in the Celtic half at the moment. They're picked up there by Latapi. They lack support, though. They're not getting players forward enough. Well, Baldi comes away from these tackles well. Celtic supporters certainly love that. Nothing wrong with his attitude. Still the same hard, gritty performer. Hartson. Petrov. Here's Hartson. Has to play that ball wide again. Nakamura, very deceptive. When he gets the ball at his feet like that, defender's not knowing which way he'll turn. Lovely little turn off here. Well, that ball could have been played right in front of McSween as well. In fact, Darryl Duffy opted to shoot from way out. I don't think he was ever going to beat Artur Boric that way. Telfer. Telfer can't get hold of it properly. Celtic picking up a lot of the ball just outside the penalty area. Wrestling going on there, and this time the referee, looking across to his assistant, gives the free kick to Falkirk. A little scribbled note there. flag was up again. I have to say, Danny McGreen asking the referee what that was all about. Now Petrov. Thompson. Zorowski. That's a lovely little ball inside to Hartson. Telfer. Once again, a lot of width involved in that, and Falkirk defend themselves very well indeed. Well, John Hughes, the manager, was a sterling defender himself, and I think he's been working on that defence. I mean, it's all very well saying you'd like to come in here and snatch a win, but the primary objective of any side is to defend well. That's stage one at Celtic Park. Beautifully played out. Nakamura not just as evident as he was at this stage last week. As I say, maybe he's guarding or nursing the potential for an injury. Baldi. Now Telfer. That's a very bad ball indeed by Zorowski. Latapi playing it wide, picked up by Duffy. Trying to get that ball inside to Andy Laurie. Kamara has the pace to see to that. Nakamura comes away from that, showing his strength in the tackle that time. That's great play. Winning a ball and then swinging and altering the whole tenor of play. You can feel in the crowd they want Celtic to push forward a little bit more. No sense of urgency there. Measured passes at the moment, like that one. Trying to get that ball into Hartson. Taken away easily from McGreen. Got to be a greater challenge than that. Nakamura wins the corner. Getting a rapturous reception done at that corner from the Celtic support. Dragging it to the side. Not quite coming off. Gets a corner. Big men are up there again. Latapi got it down well. Still in play though. Telfer picking up a lot of useful passes on this side. And there was a push by Baldi as he went in for that free kick. Just getting in the way of the defender. Baldi getting up there again. He's playing very well, Baldi. Nicely played there. Latapi. Run by O'Neill. Shields the ball very well again. John O'Neill always a very thoughtful player. Doesn't do things impetuously. Watch how he brings this down. Tries to get an avenue for himself. Latapi again. That's good play. O'Neill intelligent. Laurie. Now Latapi playing it easily. McPherson just got away with that, Kamara. Falkirk tried to play a passing game. It's not just heaving the ball upfield. And you have to give them credit for that. Offside, I think. I'll say that official on the far side has been a very busy man this afternoon. Sun in his eyes, though it may be. We've had one brief glimpse of what this man Zorowski can do with that tremendous volley. Outside of that, not really getting involved. Thompson loves these situations. One of the best left foot in the business are all up there, and I think the referee either indicating offside or a push by Baldi as he came up, and Baldi certainly eager to get into the fray this afternoon, no doubt to prove his commitment, claiming there was a push in the back. Rightly. Lennon. A lot of the play coming through Alan Thompson this afternoon. But his final ball is going to be better than that. Latifi. Lennon read it well. Covered the gap again. Possible a break through the middle for Falkirk. And he saw it. Kamara, good pace by Kamara. Ball's gone over the goal kick. Well, that's twice it hasn't come off from him, but on the other hand, he's showing he not only has the right attitude, but the ability to get down there with his pace and get into situations like this. Something could do with more of that. Well, John Hughes puzzling over maybe some formation. Team have done virtually nothing up front to start with. That was surely a free kick. Hand was used, free kick. I make it about 20 minutes of the first half remaining. Well, neat enough ball played into the middle this time. John Hartson was nowhere to be seen. Kamara, Zorowski, way by Neil. Well, the referee Alan Freeland thought that was an illegal challenge. It's going to be another free kick to Celtic. Petrov. Beautifully laid inside there by Zorowski. That was better play. Nakamura taken away by Latifi. A superb play by the Trinidadian. Got out of a real tight hole that time. Well, they get a free kick for that. Falkirk challenged by Stilian Petrov, and once again we can see that a man who's approaching the veteran stages can use his head intelligently to get away, as he did to get that ball across. Nakamura. Beautiful pass to Zorowski. That's a free kick. Yes, Thiago was easily beaten, wrong-footed. The player who came from the Portuguese second division, 22 years of age, is warned by the referee. Once again, it'll be an Alan Thompson free kick. Referee having words with Thompson, by the way. I think he certainly protested about the challenge. And Thompson has a disciplinary record. It really has to watch, keeping away from unnecessary trouble. Beyond everybody. Nakamura. Leonard. Well read by O'Neill, but he couldn't follow up on that, John O'Neill. Nakamura lying deep, not doing as much running as he did last week. Much more subdued performance by the Japanese. Here he is though, got forward that time, beautiful play. Telpo with that. Falkirk getting out of that tight spot well, charging through here. Played away to the side. Thompson picked it up. There's Latifi. And quite frankly, Falkirk went far too wide there. It should have been right down the middle, attacking that Celtic defence. Thompson ran out of options and played it too wide. Latifi no chance of doing anything from there. Just taken away from Thompson, and crowds in the stands do not like this. Celtic putting a lot of work on the ball, and at the moment to no avail. Well, anything that goes near John Hartson, there's always the potential for a goal. Baldi. Now Telfer. Celtic have been using the full-backs well in the game. Once again, they played out coolly. Latifi all over the field at the moment. Well, there has to be a better first touch than that by Darryl Duffy. That'll be a free kick. Brought down by Lima, and Lima, I think, is going to be booked for that. 24-year-old Portuguese player, under 18 cap for his country, right in the thick of it, illegally. Referee indicating with his raised arm the indirect free kick. Thompson may have a go. Nakamura is going for it as well. He does, right into the defensive wall. Baldi is up. Latifi. Baldi chasing after it. And Lima not at all happy the ball went that way. Here's Kamara. Very poor free kick, this one. As I said, Celtic's fullback seeing a lot of the ball. Here's Nakamura, that's a decent one. All Hartson could do was clear the ball. At the wrong angle. And is that going to be certainly a collision, and I wonder which way this is going to go, whether the referee will have a drop ball or not, but it was certainly dangerous, the pair of them going in for it the way they did. There's the head. The head was very low, boot high. And I'm glad it's up to the referee to decide that one. Here's a collision again. You can see they both had to go for it. I think he was perfectly entitled to put the head down and go for that. And indeed, I think Falkirk have been given the free kick. "12 minutes to half time. Well, two players having to go for that. It was McBreen and Duffy. Has to be better understanding. Falkirk have a very interesting young player in the bench, Alan Gow, who came from Airdrie. Airdrie people telling me he's one of the best. Whoa, what a pass that is. Made by Craig Island. I mean, he could have headed the ball back first. This is what he decided to do. It's almost a shot at goal. Well played to Glennon, who's already had a marvellous contribution to this game with his save. Telfer. Zurovsky laid that off well. Good tackle on Nakamura that time. O'Neill wanted that ball played. Once again, Baldi winning in the tackle. Once again, the Celtic supporters laughing up. He's shown complete conviction to these people today. Kamara, too hard. A poor final ball. Goal kick. Well, he's had plenty of opportunities in this first half to feed the men inside him. Hasn't quite got it right yet. Baldi again winning in the air. Outnumbered by Celtic again. They certainly had pushed forward to Stephen Thompson. And McBreen came to nothing. Baldi. I must say the game is very similar to last week. The United holding out, nothing really that caused Celtic any problems at all, but Celtic increasingly finding it difficult to make an opening for themselves, and then of course enter John Hartson. Very, very similar kind of game. Back goal Falkirk. Players behind the ball focusing. And there's no question that Nakamura's influence in this game this week has been much less. O'Neill. Latifi does the simple and safest thing. Baldy straight to an opponent, is O'Neill. Lennon trying to get away with it. There's a lovely little ball through the middle. And there's an appeal for a penalty has been given. The challenge there by Kamara. The referee was right up with the play. There should have been a shot at goal, I have to say, by Darryl Duffy as he went through. Beautifully put through there. Duffy in the run-in and goal, and it's here he might have had a goal. And the referee considering that attention by Kamara an infringement penalty kick. Crowd obviously don't like it, but 21-year-old Darryl Duffy, a former Rangers youth player, about to take this penalty kick. And there it goes. Falkirk astonishingly a one-up. They've had what you might call 1.5 attacks at goal, and their brave little band of supporters cannot believe it. Well, they certainly can't believe it. I think that the vast majority can't believe it. And there's a coolly taken penalty with 7 minutes of this half remaining. So the Celtic response comes next. Will it be an onslaught? Here's Thompson. Good deep ball, Zarowski trying to get hold of that. And it's a goal kick. Well, the Bayern supporters in full voice at the moment. Way down to my right-hand side. Well, Gordon Strachan's had his traumatic moment since he's arrived at Celtic Park. I don't think he would have expected this one, though. Long, long way to go in the game, of course. Thompson. They played inside to Latapi. Playing the game very simply again. Baldy. Straight to Latapi. Throw to Falkirk. Straight into Thompson there. Well, as I said, a game very similar to last week, and the difference is, of course, the visitors have scored. There was 5 minutes to go in the first half last week that Celtic got that goal through John Hartson, and the whole game changed thereafter. Now they have a different kind of challenge. Baldy missed out on that one. Comes back, defends well again. Well, if you've come and defended for as long as that and worked very hard in midfield, you suddenly get an enormous surge of energy again when you get a goal. Latapi. Well, these two very intelligent players in midfield, not in the first flush of youth, but the football intelligence is working positively for Falkirk at the moment. O'Neill and Latapi. He's keeping his cool so far. He knows he could be in for a torrid second half. There's McPherson, Latapi. Slacker pass there by McPherson, though. Well, McManus passing the ball across there hasn't really had all that much to do except trying to trail Duffy into the box just before that penalty. Here's McManus. Picked up nicely by Telfer. He's made a lot of useful runs down the side. It's always been the final ball that have let both down. Here's Nakamura. Not too many Falkirk players around there. Well, throw is given. Yeah, the linesman got that quite wrong. The referee got it right. It was a Falkirk ball. McManus. There's Thompson. Superb play by Thompson. That's him at his best. Petrov will let fly. Right intention, and of course, Stilian Petrov with runs like that has notched up several goals coming in to a defence like this. Just getting that more with the outside of the foot that time. Didn't have the right balance. I make it a minute to go of normal time. McManus down Petrov. Zorowski ran well for that. He was away early for it. And they get the corner kick. That's what Celtic need with as we head towards added on time. And indeed, there's 1 minute of added on time starting now. Up it goes, and the goalkeeper had committed himself. Missed out in that, and I think there was a foul in any case as Lima went down. In it goes into that crowd of players, and from that knot emerges McManus, but nothing else, and that is a free kick. Lima took it on ahead, and he's staring into the most beautiful pair of blue eyes, I think, the physio business. Come again. Well away by Baldi. There's Latifi. And that's offside. Well, interesting runs, and Celtic have got to be very careful at the back, but it was clearly offside. Now Lennon. Kamara. Zorowski's taken up a lot of positions on the left-hand side. That'll be a free kick. Really don't know how much this referee has added on. I mean, the official down below me said 1 minute. I make it they've now played 47 minutes. Baldi getting up to that, but to no real effect. And he allowed that free kick to be taken before the final whistle went. 1 goal, the penalty. The run through the middle. Duffy was certainly looking dangerous. Might have shot to start off with. couldn't quite get hold of it properly. Brought down, the referee said, by Kamara. And up he came himself to slot that in. So, once again, another surprise at Celtic Park. Celtic 0, Falkirk 1.
That's a deal. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Selling your car is no longer just a matter of handing over the keys.
Hello, love. Yes, I've sold it. Yes, it's gone. Yeah, it's all gone. All gone. Yeah. Coming home now. Love you, love you.
If you don't inform the authorities that you've sold your car, you may find you get stuck with the new owner's fines. From now on, it's the seller, not the buyer, who is responsible for informing the DVLA when a car changes hands. So if you don't want to get stuck with the fines of the new owner, make sure you fill in the changes section on the registration form when you sell your car and send it to the DVLA.
Steady! Go!
Health advice for travellers contains the E111 form. It entitles you to free or reduced healthcare costs in more European countries than ever before. Health advice for travellers. There when you need it.
If you take drugs, who knows where you'll land? Know the score. Call 0800 587 5879 for advice.
So who do you think qualifies for the Man of the Match nomination for Saturday's win over Falkirk? This week we'll be giving away a season subscription to the Celtic View, your opportunity to keep in touch with all that's happening in the club, and it's worth over £90. This is all you have to do. Call 0911 313 311 from the UK, that's 09011 313 311, or 1513 712 5229 from the Republic of Ireland, that's 1513 712 5229. If you prefer to use your mobile phone, then text Celtic TV, put a space, the player's name of your choice, and then your own name to 85010 if you live in the UK. There's no age limit for this competition. Lines close midnight on Friday, and then we will announce the lucky winner on next week's Daily Huddle.
Well, I think the burning question going around the stands at Celtic Park is when will the changes be made? It seems like there's a pressing need for them. On the other hand, the corollary is maybe one or two of the players out there with the fear of being taken off will give something extra. Celtic certainly need it at this stage. Long way to go, and we've seen Celtic come back from that kind of adversity before. And there's Lennon very closely on to Latapi, who's been one of the principal reasons why Falkirk are playing intelligent football in midfield. And the score remains 1-0. No challenge there on McManus. Nakamura much quieter today. On that far side, McPherson trying to send it round the edge, and does. There's O'Neill, a little bit too casual with that. Well, the veterans I mentioned at the start have played a very positive part in this game. Good footballing heads in them. I mean, that's a point. Easily taken by Lennon. There he is again. Hearts and line very deep. Celtic will want to see him push forward much more. Zorowski couldn't get hold of it. Here's Latapi. Oh, that almost came off. An attempt at another delightful pass just in behind the defender for Duffy to run onto. Zorowski and Nakamura wants a little bit of support and is brought down. That'll be a free kick. That was very clumsy. McPherson going in. Gets a yellow card for that. It was very late. There it goes, and he just went straight through. Celtic crowd responding to this situation. Alan Thompson goes away out to the far side to take this. Decent ball inside. Baldy was up for it. There's Lennon. Latapi couldn't get hold of it. Thompson with that great left foot of his. Nobody behind it for Celtic, though. Nakamura. Little flash by him on the far side. That's a decent ball going in. Petrov couldn't bring it down quickly enough, and he's annoyed with himself. Punching the air in anguish and frustration. Pressure still on Thompson. You want to let fly. Couldn't quite get a position for himself. There's Hartsing's done it again. So many times he's got Celtic out of a jam. It was ever so simple. Ball from the left. Looking for the man who's absolutely superb in the air like that. Now you would think they would know this was the big danger, and yet they don't get in front of them. Totally misjudged. And I'm sure John Hughes will be annoyed about the mistiming here. And Gordon Strachan delighted with a man whose timing is impeccable. One each. Nakamura. Now, could Falkirk wilt under this pressure? Played wide. Here's Telfer coming up. O'Neill goes with them. That's a bad ball by O'Neill. Driven in there. Petrov wasn't messing about. He only needed one thing to go for goal. Catching the mood of the crowd. The Celtic supporters want more aggression. Baldi. Better play by Celtic. Petrov was making the run down the right-hand side after starting that move. Nakamura. Back goes Kamara. Nice curving little ball played in there. Couldn't bring it down properly. Off the head of Baldi. Here's Kamara. Falkirk tried to play it around neatly and just get away with it. There's that ball in behind the defence again. Baldi has to knock it away. Every time Lineby gets a ball in midfield like that, there is danger in the way he floats balls in behind the Celtic defence. Here's O'Neill. Couldn't quite get forward there. Look at the way Lennon goes across there, reads the danger very well. It was Laurie trying to go through, now Thompson, Nakamura. That's a beautiful ball there. Petrov on the end of it and tries a shot. As I said about Petrov today, I don't think he's in the mood to be laying balls off to others when he gets into a position like that. He was going for it again. Thompson again with it. Well defended that time. There's nobody in midfield for Falkirk. Lennon, Nakamura. Comes it in well. Hartson was looking for it. Once again, they were trying to play football. Thiago comes away with it though. Here's O'Neill. Latifi. Overstretching themselves that time. Referee waving play on. Laurie in that challenge with John Hartson. Telfer. Hartson once again gets the header in. O'Neill. Not exactly covering every blade of grass, but he's there and thereabouts. Latifi. Just a trifle too hard, too long, and the flag. I think the flag went up to my right-hand side, but the referee just simply waved play on. Celtic with possession. Kamara. Lennon. Zorowski. Thompson was looking for it. It's a little bit pedestrian at the moment, Celtic in this position. Nakamura. Lit it off well again. Petrov. Down it goes. That to be the fulcrum of many of these moves. Here's a goal scorer. Duffy does well with that, overdoing it though. Up comes Latipi. Well, he had to do that. I mean, Falkirk players were simply shuffling the ball around. Nakamura almost got on top of it. Lennon holding that pivotal role in midfield, mostly defensively. Nakamura. Hodgson was almost there again. Corner kick. And this Falkirk defence is suddenly looking very fragile to that high cross ball like that. Thompson with it again, and the goalkeeper had to take that first time. He was really at full stretch that time. I thought for a moment he'd overdone it. Here's O'Neill. Thompson. That's good play, O'Neill again. Trying to get that through to Thompson. Over-elaborate, I think. Falkirk playing rather tidy and attractive football at times, but requiring a little more penetration, especially with that final ball. Even just shoved aside the ball. Put out by Lima. Once again, it's neat, tidy possession. It's when they cross the halfway line that I think they run out of ideas. Getting themselves boxed in a little bit. Latipi is there. There's Laurie. Couldn't get it out. Latipi, beautiful play. Got away from his two markers. Now McPherson. He's going in himself, trying to get it to that left foot of his. And there's Duffy, what a chance he missed. I don't think he could believe he'd got that open position. And indeed, I don't think Gordon Strachan can believe it as well. Totally unchallenged there. Look, nobody covering. And that came from very good passing football. Thompson just keeping that in. He did very well, Thompson. Soroski, and I think that'll be a throw. Lennon. His final ball has been disappointing so far, and that doesn't improve matters. Baldi, easy challenge. Nakamura trying to get hold of it. Well, that's good play by O'Neill again. That's so typical of him. Now Duffy. McManus goes with him. Has to play the ball way back. He could have gone across goal. Kamara gets to it. Thiago's there, just kept his balance. And I think he was being pulled back by Zorowski, according to Alan Freeland, the referee. That will be another free kick. 15 minutes of the second half gone. It's all square. Not surprisingly, there's the change. I think a lot of people would have liked to have seen Sean Maloney on from kick-off today. But he's got half an hour to show what he can do. Well, Boris was just a little bit slow coming out for that. What has distinguished Maloney's play has been his blistering pace. That's really what has upset defences. I think we'll see some of that now. Petrov gets good support from Nakamura. That was much too hard a ball, not a very good clearance. Free kick. Thiago had made the original mistake in not clearing his lines cleanly enough. So it'll be a free kick. Italy judged, and Baldi sailing through the air. Meeting nothing though. See both Hodgson and Baldi coming in for this. Just a little bit too much swerve on the ball. Play by Kamara. Lima was looking around as if to say, why on earth did Nakamura come in and take that ball from me? Seemed to be sleepwalking then. Once again, he'll be trying to judge that towards Hodgson. Little overdone, and the goalkeeper should take that. Kamara once again. Thompson in from the back, free kick. Didn't like the decision, but little doubt about it. He's swept over some beautiful passes today, though. Latapi, I think the referee was warning him to get on with it there. Really was delaying it. O'Neill. There's O'Neill again. Once again, they're trying to play intelligent football. There's Duffy. There's O'Neill. Little ball played in there. Here's Latapi. Still has it. Good tackle that time by Petrov, and Celtic, curiously enough, are on the back heel at the moment. Somehow or other, the impetus that I thought that would have been maintained after getting that very early goal in the second half is gone. Here's Kamara. Thompson. Can't get rid of it. And here is Alan Gow coming on. Now, we've heard a lot about this boy. Played for Airdrie, who's coming off. Yes, Alan Gow comes on. And McBreena's off. The people at Airdrie thought a lot of Alan Gow. He's been injured recently, so we'll see how this goes. Latifi again, beautiful play. Wanted that ball played back again, and it goes out of play. Got to go ball to be pushed back towards Gow. Now Kamara. Maloney had to push that way back. Celtic needs something from this man, Petrov. Compared to what he was doing throughout last season, he's but a shadow of the player at this moment. Early days, of course. That's a free kick. That's a decent ball in again. Well defended that time. Here's Lennon. Petrov. Beyond everybody that time, and I think a little touch by Maloney. Goes past. Goal kick. By McManus. Now here's Maloney. Likes to take a defence on like this. Beautiful little ball through, and Hodgson did not get hold of that, but it wouldn't have mattered. The flag was up. And one run by Maloney immediately shows what kind of threat it can be. Threaded it through beautifully, but it was just offside. Thompson. Here's Lennon. We're halfway through this second half. So they're being prompted in midfield by Lennon again. That was a poor ball that time. Putting a little bit too much in it. Nakamura did very well to pick that up. Been sort of invisible. Look at this, no cover. Telfa's a decent one, and Hodgson wasn't far away. Thiago complaining that he had been pushed as Hodgson went after that. Let's see from this one if we can tell. There was an arm up. Well, the referee warning the goalkeeper, Matt Glennon, to get on with it, and that he will add time if there's any nonsense. Simply unsure what to do there. Surprising that Celtic didn't simply put the foot on the accelerator when they got that early goal. They drifted away in midfield again, and Falkirk have kept a lot of possession. That's hard. Kamara should get to it. He does. Leonard does very well again. Thompson took a knock. He's down. There was a chow, there was an elbow up there. Yes, he took it right across the face. Well, Alan Thompson has been booked after that incident. "20 minutes left, still one each." This man could be the saviour of Celtic again. Manufacturing goals out of virtually nothing. Go very, very slow in the uptake. That was a better ball, played forward by Lima. Now O'Neill. When O'Neill goes, he wanted a 1-2, didn't quite come. That's poor play. Set up for the ball to be played to the side. Crowd trying to rouse Celtic at this stage. They've gone a bit flat. Telfer just a little bit slow in the uptake. He got away with it though. Well, if I was Celtic, I'd be getting these balls high into the box as often as possible. It might be very simplistic, but there's a man there who can exploit it. Growls of discontent and impatience sweeping around Celtic Park at the moment. They want more than this. It's deep. Baldi was up for it. Nakamura plays it out again. Corner kick. And this is where Celtic can exploit these situations. No better team in the Premier Division to take advantage of these situations. And they need it at this stage. Can Falkirk defend these excellent corner kicks? It's almost away. Now Nakamura. Here's Maloney. He'll try and chip it in again. He does. It's only cleared though. Latupi. It's a chase. Telfer chasing after Duffy. Duffy on his own though. He doesn't have anybody in support. He'll have to play it back again. Here's Latupi. It's infuriating for Celtic when Falkirk playing all this kind of stuff, trying to keep the ball away from them. Over-egging the pudding that time though. Maloney. Here's Telfer. Maloney again. I think he was seeking for people to be running about, get a bit more variety in the play. There he is again. Nakamura, can he turn quickly enough? He does. That's a decent ball in again. Thompson was after it. There's Gow. Picked up by Petrov, tries a simple ball again. And there's a great shot and a superb goal. That is what Thompson is capable of. one swift, incisive thrust. For all that Falkirk have been playing intelligently, you cannot defend the likes of this. So we've seen two spectacular late goals in consecutive weeks at Celtic Park. And there's a palpable sense of relief around the stadium. Well, Falkirk must be disappointed. They've hung on there, not in any desperate way. There's Petrov getting involved. Brilliant play by Thompson. I think about 15 minutes left. There's Telfer. Maloney. Surely that is another sign for Celtic to put this game beyond any doubt at all and go for the jugular and the kill. Nakamura's very quick reading of the game by Nakamura there. Petrov. Maloney wanted that ball played through the middle. Decided not to choose that route. Lennon. Petrov wants it played back to him. He can't get it though. Thompson was coming in as well. Very far wide, Maloney will try and get the shot, and he tried to chip it away, get some swell in it towards the top right-hand corner of the goalkeeper's net. Didn't come off. Oh, slight hesitation there by Boric. I don't know. I think he was looking upfield, wanted that ball out of the penalty area as quickly as possible. Almost messed it up. Petrov looking much livelier now. Petrov. Nakamura. Beautifully judged pass. That's been the best element of his game today. Not so much these probes that we saw last week, but the accurate passing, most of it diagonal. That's intelligent. Nakamura gets underneath it. Another little glimpse, and that's really all we've had today from him, as opposed to his almost command performance last week. Just little glimpses. There he was, underneath it. Another substitution as Stephen O'Donnell comes on. There's Gow, who's done virtually nothing since coming on. Baldi. Out to Gow. Kamara just got a touch to that. Here's Latifi. Little space there for Thompson. Baldi is there, there's Latifi again. Neatly judged. Gets it through the middle, wanted it back again and tries a shot and goal. But he's always dangerous when he does that. I mean, he becomes the pivot. He wants players to move around him, fetches, carries, lays it back, and is confident to hold on to the ball. Very few players come to Celtic Park and have that degree of self-confidence. On comes Craig Beattie now for Celtic, the man who scored. Spectacular goal, 2 minutes from time last week. 10 minutes of the game remaining. Nakamura is now off, and I don't think he's been fully fit today, to be honest. That was very late tackle there by Thompson. Now he's already been booked, so he was down there apologising very quickly. O'Donnell. Bad piece of play by Lima. Should have tried to hold on to it now. Here is Maloney going to try and use that pace of his. Well supported by Kamara. That's a decent ball, and the goalkeeper does very well indeed. They had to take it cleanly. No margin for error there. Latapi. Nice little flick to Thompson, who didn't run for it. There's Maloney again. All in their own half, Celtic at the moment. Placed over there by O'Donnell. There's McPherson trying it, ripped one down the middle. Easily taken by Boric. Once again, it's that very quiet, spectating afternoon, to be honest. To McManus. Neatly played back again. Oh, Maloney did very well. I wasn't going to give up there. Half-hearted attempt by Falkirk that time to gain possession. Oh, there's Boric. He had to come for that. Not the most intelligent of their pass backs. Once again, that role played by Lennon in midfield. Nothing flamboyant about it. Sensible, cautious when he needs to be. And even though it's not the most creative role, it's an intelligent one, doing the right things at the right time. It's part and parcel of being successful in that position. Rays again, changing direction, appeals to the referee, was tackled late by O'Donnell. Thompson. Well played there by Maloney, who gets the corner kick. I think he played that sensibly. Getting another substitution here. Andy Thompson coming on. Once again, one of the veterans of the side, 34 years of age. Started his career with Queen of the South. Scored a lot of goals for them, 109 goals and over 200 games for them. He's back in defence here. Powerful, the goalkeeper did well, but there's Lennon. Is he going to let fly? Feels for offside, not given. It's away to that far side and over. It'll be a goal kick with exactly 5 minutes of the match left. Well, at least there's a late exodus from Celtic Park. Used to see them leaving with about 20 minutes to go, but changed days here. Only one goal in it. That's good play by Malone. Look at the pace of him. Overdid it though. Thompson. Kamara coming in there, and Celtic certainly had the advantage. The referee stopped the play though as Maloney went down. There's the foul there, but the ball was played through and Kamara was after it and into a dangerous position, so sometimes it works for you, sometimes against, and the referee stops the play. But nothing had come of that move, of course. There would have been complaints if no free kick had been given. Thompson to take. Good looking one, well away. Petey can't get hold of it. Maloney again. Thompson, Maloney. Telfer beaten for that. Played far too quickly by Falkirk that time. Well, that'll be a free kick. Maloney getting right into the thick of it though. He wasn't going to give up. He gets a free kick for that. I make it about 3 minutes left. John Hughes in an amiable mood. I mean, you can't come as a promoted team to Celtic Park and be absolutely destroyed. That has not happened. They made a game of it. That's a decent enough ball. Baldi right behind it. Once again, he had to be absolutely sure about that. But as I was saying about John Hughes, he's got his team well organised. They are by far a better team of the two I've seen playing the Old Firm. That is Livingston and Dundee United. Although a great deal depends on the veterans on the side, and will they last the whole season? O'Donnell making a little bit too much of it. 2 minutes remaining. Here's O'Donnell again. Run by Duffy. Neatly played inside. It'll be played wide. Kamara should pick up Latifi. And goes Latifi again. There's a square ball. Lots of good possession and then given away. Very poor effort that, and John Hughes down on a touchline. Incensed by the way that was just given away by Thiago. Swipe me, saying or words to that effect. Jostling going on there. Here's Petrov. Down he goes. That'll be a free kick. Well, that's 2 errors by that man there, and he gets a yellow card for that. 3 minutes have been added on as Celtic get this free kick. 2 bad pieces of play there by Falkirk. Now then, Thompson. Is he going to go for it himself? Suspect he will. If he puts this one away, he's certainly man of the match. He's taking his time about it. Maloney's at the side. Maloney might go for it as well with a right foot, but it is Thompson. It's in. And he is man of the match for that. 2 superb strikes, and the goalkeeper, Matt Glennon, simply watched it almost in admiration. A perplexed look in his face as if to say, well, what can I do about this? The answer is nothing. Give away a free kick as naively as that on the edge of the penalty area, and you're going to suffer if Thompson's about. And that puts a much better gloss on the score. Here's Gao overdoing it. Gao again. Gao, who had a horrific injury that kept him out of football for some while. Beatty back defending. Good team player. Thompson again. Maloney. It's wide. Kamara. Can he get it? Yes. Thompson. Goalkeeper, I think, will allow that to go. Well, perplexing game in many ways. Celtic finding it very difficult to put clear water between themselves and Falkirk until the end, after basic mistakes were made. That's a goal kick. So, you know, they're far from the finished article as the final whistle goes. Friendly handshakes underneath me between Gordon Strachan and John Hughes. It was close. There's my man of the match. It wasn't the PA announcement's man of the match, but I thought he was absolutely superb today. Of course, that first goal inevitably coming from John Hartson. And then 2 amazing strikes. The first one, directness itself. The third goal, his second, beautifully put in. Celtic triumphing eventually by 3 goals to 1.